Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Goldthwaitians. Goldthwaites.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Russ and Travis. We are glad to be here at the Goldthwaite Guys podcast. Travis, how you been, man?
Man, I've been good. How about you?
I've been good.
How about this weather?
Fantastic. That's a great
nice.
weather.
Oh, yeah.
And it's football time.
That's right.
Those two things alone making falls in the air, and it feels good.
Yeah.
Lot going on. So much going on.
Dove season, though.
In dove season.
Yep.
You've been shooting dove and doing all that stuff, scaring my dog.
Yeah.
And that's good.
I'll try to pepper your house. When there ain't no birds flying, I shoot at your house.
That's about right.
We went calling the other night. I don't know if you've seen the spotlight. And,
No.
you know, you didn't have no holes in your wall, did you?
No, not well. I didn't really check. Trying to get to our emails here and seeing if we have any to check out. But a lot going on. We want to talk about Friday night football and what's going to be happening. A big game this weekend, this Friday.
Battle of the River. Goldthwaite Eagles versus the San Saba Possums on a half shell.
Possums and a half shell.
On a half shell.
I like that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a huge game. And
did all three games Thursday night San Saba 2-7 take JV all against San Saba?
yes, and they're all here.
Except for Friday night, yeah.
Yeah. So
San Saba's homecoming. We're going to ruin that for them.
I hope so.
I do too.
I'm excited about that because what we are coming off of is a fantastic game last Friday night.
Yeah.
And I was proud of the boys. It's kind of a tale of two Friday nights. First off, a couple of weeks ago now, we had the Coach Gary Prophet
and I miss
memorial ceremony dedicated stadium.
Field or stadium?
Stadium. Dedication. It is now Gary Prophet Stadium. Eagle Field. Or Eagle Field at Gary Prophet Stadium.
In Goldthwaite.
That's right. And was a beautiful ceremony, and I was just glad to be a part of that. And then we had a really good first half against a really good team, a ranked team in the Junction Eagles.
What, 7-6 at halftime?
Yeah, 7-6 at halftime. And then third quarter, we had some bad turnovers.
Yeah.
And that's how we can explain that away.
Kind of got in our head too, huh?
Yeah, we just made some terrible mistakes.
We
turnovers.
learned from it, build off of it.
I tell you what, those guys were good though. I mean, no doubt they had a big running back, and his
Junction, right?
Junction.
Yeah.
And they were exceptional.
Thursday we went down there and played them, the JV.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was pretty good. We had a turnover or two and an interception, and we should have beat them worse. But I mean, we didn't. We wasn't put on top of our game, but it was still we come out ahead.
Well, and to put it in perspective, a lot of those young guys, that's the first time they've seen high school action.
But it was.
And you got Greenway throwing the ball,
Yep.
and Talon and Sanderson and all those guys. That's the first time they've seen.
Campbell was the best, though, man. He kept cramping up. And I know right before he got in the end zone. I mean, he made it in the end zone the last two UT's cramping. And, he laid down and he stuck his leg up there and they stretched him. Well, the next one, he went in, both of them. Both of them cramped up. So he looked like a dead Chi-Chi bird down there with his legs stuck up there. And that boy, he needs to drink some pickle juice.
He's a mess.
Yeah. It's a good time, though.
If you hear some background noise and some laughter, we have just fed the cross country team here at the church, and
some of them are cheerleaders. So
some of them are cheerleaders, and they're having fun.
They're playing a card game. So.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on here at the church tonight, which is good. Love to see that.
Yeah.
But they have a big track meet tomorrow here in Goldthwaite.
Cross country meet.
Meet. I think it starts at 2:00.
Yep.
And the varsity will run then, and then it'll kind of just stagger into the junior high after that, probably be around school time letting out.
I don't keep up with it a whole lot. I know I asked them a while ago about the last meet they had, and the boys come up on third or second. The girls won it. Where was it, Hamilton or something?
No, it was in Zephyr.
We
were going to go to Heiko last week. Heiko got rained out. And so Coach Sprad made a last-minute call and got us in a meet in Zephyr. And it was pretty nasty conditions. It was wet, and thank goodness for the rain. I'm not saying anything bad, but these guys had some pretty tough conditions to run in and competition. But we did well. We played well or ran well. Jacob did well. We had the week before that we were in Brownwood. and that was a huge meet. I don't know how many schools were there, but it was massive. There was probably 200.
Brownwood, it's always big.
Yeah, about 250 kids plus, I would think.
They was lined up shoulder to shoulder for like 2 football fields wide last year.
Yeah,
Same issue.
So it was a big meet. But this will be a good test tomorrow with more of our district kind of size and things. So we'll see. Coach Spratt has already gotten rooms reserved for Corpus Christi. That's how optimistic he is about us moving forward in cross country.
Yeah, I mean,
and so that's positive and encouraging. And then you got
get it done.
The football team and everything that's going on with them. And let's talk about that because. Like you said, we had the Junction game a couple weeks ago.
Last week.
Well, 2 weeks ago now, right?
Coming up week now. Yeah.
Good way to say it.
Yeah.
And then we had
Center Point. The JV went to Center Point Thursday. No. Hang on a minute. Whoa. Bosqueville.
That's where y'all went. Yeah.
Yep. We left just in time. We always do that. We leave just in time to get there on time. We don't allow for it. Anyways, so I get to almost a star. Mark Dow calls me, him and B-Hall. Like, where's the game at? And, it was originally Goldthwaite. I said, well, we're going to Bosqueville. Do you want to go? We got room. Yeah. I said, well, you better come on. So he gets to Center Star. Yeah, Star. Well, I drive like an idiot to get there.
Sure.
And,
wouldn't expect less.
We pulled in 2 minutes after. Anyways, they had a rain delay. It was delayed like an hour.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. But the boys come out ahead. And that team, we should have beat them twice as bad. But I don't know. They just couldn't get them riled up. But, I mean, they played good.
Did y'all let off the gas, so to speak?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the weather or what, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
good. I know it was. I was getting some updates from you as that was going on. And that was a good win for us.
The first quarter looked like we was just gonna blow them out by half, but they just took it easy on them, I guess.
So to kind of talk about the Friday situation. We went to Center.
Did you go to that game?
I didn't go to Center Point, but I listened to a fantastic broadcast with Tybo Tyson and Brian Ginch.
We listened to it till Sweetwater. Me and Blaine was headed to Clovis, New Mexico, and then I told him we'd stop and take a nap or listen to the game, but we was already whooping up on them, so we went on and didn't catch the last half.
So Goldthwaite Eagles won that one 62-6.
Yeah, how'd they get to 6?
It was, I think it was a turnover or something like that happened where we turned over deep in our own zone, and they
picked it up and run in.
Yeah, they had a good play there. I don't know that they scored on the turnover, but it led to the score.
I heard Max's name quite a bit.
Max ran really well. Sanderson always did really well. Lee had a fantastic game. I think that's a good confidence booster for him and seeing what's going forward with him. Defense was fantastic. And what I'm most excited about is our line. Our offense and defensive line have to play both ways. They're very big. They're very strong, but they get they have to play the whole game.
Well, and then Center Point don't have a JV, so they had
they played up.
So they get some guys that can get some rest too. They're
bigger team,
a lot more people,
right? But they dominated them, and that's what I've loved to see. They gave those guys like Aiden Lee, like Max Storm, Gary Wiedebusch that space that they need because we got some really good skilled players if we can get them in open space, and our line did that. But here's where I'm excited, but I'm just more. It's going to be an intense game Friday because as Junction, we were in the game with Junction the first half, but then they came back in the second half and just got us.
I don't even remember the final score. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you. Let me look at it here. We lost 40-6.
40-6.
But again, we were in the game 7-6 and a half. Yeah. But last week, San Saba played Junction, and the San Saba game was 28-27 Junction. So it was a 1-point game in that with Junction coming out on top against San Saba. I think with our confidence that we got coming into this week, and
pretty good match. Maybe.
We seem healthy. I mean, I don't think anybody's really hurt. I mean, everybody's probably got some nicks already.
Yeah, but that's football.
That's football.
Rub some dirt on. Let's go.
But I'm excited about what's going to happen this Friday at the Graveyard.
Well, let me ask you this. I know we lost like 8 starters last year or something, or 8. Yeah. I don't know. We got a whole bunch back this year. I wonder what sense that was. Because last year, did you go to the game over there last year?
I did.
It wasn't over till it was over,
Yeah.
I know what nobody's sitting down, but I just wonder if it's going to be I like exciting games like that too, but I like to win them all.
I think with the
but in a sense, I like to just blow them out of the water.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and stomp them out. That's what I'm excited about, because I think with the rivalry that is so intense, and there's no such thing as a favorite. I don't think, even if we were playing home or away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 20 minutes, So I mean, Goldthwaite fans are going to show up. We always do. We travel.
I'll tell you what, like I know we need fans going to be loud.
Yeah,
I mean, we need everybody to get involved, get them going.
We need to make this feel like a home field advantage for us.
Oh yeah.
So Goldthwaite fans, Goldthwaite folks, let's get there. Let's get loud. Let's get proud. Let's bring your bells. Bring your megaphones.
Yeah. Leave your Freon cans with rocks at home.
That's right.
No, just be loud.
We need to have that place rocking.
Support.
Yeah, because these guys, I tell you what, there's some optimism over the year that was so tough last year.
Yes, and we got good years to come. Just got to keep that momentum, keep that fire.
Yeah, so we need our seniors to be leaders and to be that motivating factor for everybody. And coaches they're going to do their job. They always do. So there's nothing more exciting than this time of year for me. But it starts Thursday. Let's talk about Thursday, because this is a big deal. 7th grade starts at 5 o'clock.
5 and then be 8.
8th grade will probably play around 6:15. They'll kind of have a staggered after that, and then the JV will play. And if I'm wrong, y'all correct me. But I know everybody's at home this week, except for varsity.
Friday, ain't too far.
And so
pack the stands. The weather's going to be. I think it's supposed to be warm.
Is it supposed to be nice?
Yeah, I know this weekend's supposed to be 96 again. Summer's coming.
Yeah,
for 2 days.
Summer's going to show back up.
Yeah,
but Thursday's going to be an exciting day. The Gary Prophet Stadium, Eagle Field, is officially in the 2024 swing in the season, and it's going to be an exciting time.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Man, I've been riding this motorcycle. Getting pretty serious.
Somebody told me you were Snapchatting on your motorcycle. Is that true?
I was parked, but I made it look like the ground was moving. I made a little video.
Okay.
Well, I tell you what, when I start getting a little cocky, a little brave, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
You got to keep that fear a little bit. I mean, you got to respect it a little.
There's no such thing as a minor accident on a motorcycle.
Well, I had a minor one.
Did you?
I laid it over in the parking lot. It worked.
Well, everybody's going to lay down a motorcycle.
Bad thing was I had to call somebody to come help me stand that sucker up.
It's heavy.
Yeah, and then I got busted. Everybody's seen it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, they just give me a hard time about, and I had an offer from Wild Hogs 2, to be in that.
Did
seen
you?
that movie? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But I like kind of doing my own little thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to start a rival gang.
You're a lone wolf?
A rival club, yeah. It's going to be feral ferrets.
I hear you.
So right now it's just me. I hadn't got a vest or tattoos or nothing yet. But.
Yeah, yes, but I would think you'd be like the He-Man Woman Haters Club or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I need training wheels for a little
Anyways, hey,
I went to your house and picked up your computer bag and got here without crashing it.
That is impressive. I didn't know you were on the motorcycle until I heard it come on.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Get this first one out. Let's take a little break and let's talk about some other things going on around Goldthwaite and beyond. All right.
Yeah. All right,
guys. We'll be right back.
Hang tight. Don't go nowhere.
Welcome back to the Goldthwaite Guys podcast, and we have a special guest here. I don't know this guy. Who is this, Charles?
I don't know. Some dude walking down the street up there needing a corn dog.
Yeah?
Drew Bristol. Drew Bristol. You know this fool?
Yeah, I'm excited. This is my youngest and my last, and he is getting ready for the big matchup against the Dillos Thursday.
What grade are you in?
8th.
8th grade?
8th grade.
What position you play?
So I play receiver, tight end, corner, and backup outside linebacker.
There you go.
Oh, exciting. And What is your alter ego, Travis? Who is this? Who are we now?
I don't know what that word means. Alter ego.
Alter ego.
What's my other personality?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about? No, you talking about no.
We're not going to acknowledge it. We're just going to let it grow.
You just let it grow. You just jealous because you can't grow none. So, is this your first year playing football?
No. I played, I think, for 3-4 years because I played Pee Wee for 2 years, and then I played 7th, so this is going to be my 4th.
You've been to school here your whole career, right?
Yeah.
Kindergarten to up.
I had to go all the way from pre-K.
Yeah, he is.
You're not a move-in. Russ is a move-in.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. No, so there's a thing we need to get clear. So I call our son. What is his nickname, Travis?
Man, I forgot. You said our son.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
My son and my wife. His nickname is Dodo.
Yes. Run, okay. Drew, run. Dodo. Yeah.
Dodo. And it's not, look, I'm not calling my kid a dodo. It's a term of endearment. It's a wonderful nickname that he actually gave himself when he was little. He called himself a popo, and he called us a popo, and we were popo dodos, and it went from popo dodo to just dodo, and it is just a fun nickname that we have. Like Luke Patrick. What's his nickname? Pookie. What's Blake Howard's nickname? Nub. What's Hayden Greenway's nickname?
Big Sexy is what I always called him.
No, that's
Hagen.
No, I know what it is, but I can't remember.
Hagen is Bull.
He's Bull.
Yeah, that fits him.
Yeah, fits him very well. Yeah. So we have some fun things, and it's not, like I said, I'm not calling my kid dumb or dodo. It's a wonderful nickname.
I thought you might have got that from watching him run bases in baseball.
No.
All right.
Yeah. So let's talk about, Drew, this football season that's coming up. This is the first game of the season. I want you to first, since you practice with the 7th grade team, what are some things about the 7th grade team that a lot of people in Goldthwaite that may not know about them?
I think they have very good potential. They have very good offense. They have running back. They have an O-line. They have receivers out wide who can play. And on a defensive standpoint, they have Flint running linebacker. He's a hawk.
Flint Bridges.
Yeah. And they match very well together. I think they got a lot of potential.
They're a good team. And so when you talk about all these guys, because you basically just named a football team, they got a line, they got a receivers, they got a running back, they got a quarterback, and that's good. But who are they? Who is the quarterback of the 7th grade? I know they're splitting time between two.
Yes.
And who is it?
They're splitting time between Cannon Wright and Ken Clifton.
Yes, and that's going to be a neat.
And that's 7th grade, right?
That's 7th grade.
And you're 8th grade, okay.
Yeah.
And who are the running backs? You got, by committee two there, you got Perry.
Yes, Bentley. Very fast, very elusive.
He's always been pretty good.
He hits a hole and he goes. And they have Dylan. He plays in the backfield.
Dylan Harris.
He can play.
Yeah. And fast as lightning. My goodness, that little Harris boy's fast.
Yeah.
And then
I'll be excited to see them this week.
Yeah, it's good. And then on the receivers, they got,
Slade Edwards.
Slade Edwards, Coach Edwards' boy.
Yeah.
And that's going to be exciting to watch them this Thursday at 5 o'clock against the San Sabo Armadillos. And then the defense looks good. The line looks good. Got Carson Hudspeth. You got Sloan. He's a bull in a town of closet, man. He is. He's just a bull.
He likes to run over stuff.
Yeah. And so you got them, and then you got who else is on the line? You got Sloan. Gosh darn it.
Skylar Smith.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of Sloan's first name.
Cohen.
I love Cohen. One of the greatest kids in this community.
Cohen Sloan.
And he's so good. And then so that's the 7th grade team, and I know we're missing some, but come watch them this Thursday, 5 o'clock.
Everybody show up.
It's going to be good. And then after that, the 8th grade boys play, and I've been watching these boys again since since they were in Pee Wee, and you got Blake Howard quarterbacking, and then Luke Patrick back there running the ball. Luke is one of the fastest kids I've ever seen at that age.
Oh yeah.
Just so fast, and he's just so impressive.
That brings us to, I just want to mention this one thing about it. That brings us to track, watch them run track. I know that's your favorite sport. You love him 300 hurdles.
I don't know about that.
You love him 300 hurdles. Yeah. I got a kick out of up here at Goldthwaite. He's out there in the outside lane, starting way up here. He goes, man, dude, I started out first, or they give me a head start. That's what it was.
Yeah, they give me a head start, and I still lost.
I like to die.
Drew's like his dad. He doesn't want to run unless somebody's chasing him.
Yeah.
And so, unless there's a ball
time I hurdled was at a high school party, and Law showed up. I'd run jump fences. That's only hurdling under the creeks or something.
Yeah. So eighth grade. Going back to that.
Yeah.
You got, but the line is so good too. You got the Hillis kid,
Evar Bokeen,
Levi
Hillis,
Mason
McGee,
Evar Bokeen, Big Money.
Big Mad Money McGee.
Money
McGee. He's one of my favorite guys.
We've been calling him Terrence, that big old red angry bird. Big one.
That's funny. And then so that's the line. Stetson Keel also.
Stetson Keel.
So he's gotten big this off season. And
man, I don't know a lot of these names.
Yeah, you'll recognize them when you see them out there. But
we used to go watch them play Pee Wee ball all the time.
Yeah.
He's up there. Got some good years coming up, huh?
We do. And then so that's going to be Thursday after the 7th grade.
So it starts at 5, then it'll be like 6:30 or so, and then 7:30 starting the last one, something like that.
Yeah, and then after the 8th grade boys play, we'll get to see the JV play, and a lot of people are excited to see the JV team play because that 8th grade team that's now freshmen are still undefeated.
Yep. Since 3rd grade.
Yeah, and that's just really impressive. And I don't think it'll be a problem this Thursday either.
No, it's a different ball game.
It's a little different size kids and speed.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a fun night Thursday. Just go ahead and bring your comfortable chairs and make a night of it because that's the best show around. I am just really proud of our coaches and what the product they are putting out on the field. They could have really had a bad go of it since they kind of had a real bad second half against Junction as far as varsity is concerned. But man, the response the next Friday, I know Center Point is not.
No, but it was a
world
good
beaters.
It's good self a boost. Say
confidence.
There you go, confidence boost. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
And so Thursday set, then Friday we got to go there and we got to be loud and proud. And I think we got to show up and we got to show out and get there early, get you a seat. And
there ain't a whole lot of room to sit over there.
There's really not. And bring you a lawn chair just as a backup plan because there are rooms on the side.
Stand up, yell along the fence.
That's right. Do what you got to do. But it's going to be a crazy atmosphere. Always is.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
But excited to be a part of the what is it, the river
Battle of the River.
Battle of the River. I think this is the
we
oldest.
played them like 103 years.
One of the oldest rivalries in Texas.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, you got some cool stuff coming up this year. Basketball stuff?
Yes.
Let's hear about it. You going to be a...
Yeah. I'm going to be a center. It's going to be fun.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. The other thing.
What do you mean the other
Dallas.
thing? Oh, yeah. Dallas.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell everybody what your plans are this
I hope I didn't ruin nothing by
winter?
I got accepted to be a Dallas Maverick ball boy with my brother. That's going to be a fun experience, especially doing it with my brother. But yeah, and I was on the edge about doing it, and then this coach from Dallas, she was like, Coach Morgan, it's like, it's your fault if you don't want to be 4 feet from Luka Doncic. And I was like, all right.
I thought maybe it's going towards the dancing girls, you know what I mean? I was your age at one time. Yeah. No, but yeah.
So that's going to be a fun season.
I'd have to get down there and talk smack to him. Like, man, you ain't know that. Let's see. I can outdunk you.
And Drew would be the guy to do that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. So, that'd be pretty cool. How do you get involved in that? What do you got to do?
I think Dad was trying to get me and Blake an application, so we could just both do it together. And Blake asked one day, he's like, well, what if Blake and what if I and Drew get in different groups? And Dad was like, I'll make
like
sure
not
that
every third game.
Yeah, he said, I'll make sure that y'all get in the same group. And I was like,
so to clear things up for people that have no idea what we're talking about. So the Mavericks home games have ball kids on the floor, and they mop sweat up, and they do
rebound balls,
shag balls at halftime and the beginning of the game. And there are 3 different groups as Maverick ball kids. There's a Group A, Group B, and Group C. Last year, Blake, my oldest, was in Group C. So every third home game, we were there. That was his job. That was his night to work. If he's not on the floor, then he's passing out bobbleheads or T-shirts or pins or whatever.
Dancing with the fat guys. What are they called?
Mavs Maniacs.
Maniacs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I want application.
You would be. That is your calling in life, I think. But yeah, that is those every third home game. So so there's 82 home games.
But if they do split them up, that's more games.
There's not 82 home games. There's 82 regular season games.
82 regular season games. Half of that is at home, so 41 home games.
But if they do split up, you go watch the first, second game, or second, third game, or first and third. You get to see more games that way.
You can see more games that way, but you can also spend a lot more money that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a 6-hour trip alone, so it's 3 hours there, 3 hours back, and
then your eats and everything else.
Yeah, nothing up there is
more
cheap.
than the tickets are.
Exactly. So nothing up there is cheap. So yeah, we can only. I'm gonna have to get them to where they're just going to be in a group together. I'm not doing Group A and Group C. I can't do it.
So did you go through an interview? Did interview? You had to fill out an application.
I don't know. That's a question for my brother. Yeah. I don't think they do.
How it takes place, how it happens, is you must go to a summer camp.
Yeah. Oh, the deal.
A Maverick camp. Throughout the summer, and we didn't go this summer. We went this spring break. We went in March, and that's where Coach Morgan hit up Drew about being a potential ball kid because Blake was already there.
Yeah,
and so you must do that first, and then as you do that, they find kids that they feel like embodies the Mavericks attitude, and they just see kids that have good spirits, good attitudes, good teammates, and that's the guys they grab, girls and boys. And so that they recruited my son 2 years ago now, and then now this year they said we want Drew too. And so with that, they send out an application to your email, and then they fill out and they have to write an essay. They have to give them their grades for the last school year. Yeah. So that it lets them know that they're good score students, good grade students, and then
you make good grades.
Yeah,
Straight A's.
Then they have to give them a picture of their headshots, who they are. So it's pretty involved, but that's how you become a Dallas Maverick ball kid. If that's something that because I know a lot of people have asked me. Yeah. Yourself included. How did this become a thing?
Pretty cool. I mean, it seems like it's a big deal for me. Heck, it'd be like on the field with the Cowboys. I mean, it seems pretty cool. Yeah.
It's really, really neat. And Blake has had some great memories. He's,
passed the ball to Klay Thompson, Luka.
Yeah. Almost got ran over by Zion Williamson. Yeah. Which is a really, really amazing situation there. So, pretty cool.
Almost. He was on TV, or it was so close.
Yeah, he was. He was. I saw him. Yeah. Well, the back of his head was.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I watch for that stuff now. If I'm watching home, because hey, I know that guy.
And we've converted you, Travis, into a Mavs fan.
I've never been a big basketball fan that much, but. Yeah. Dude, I was hooked.
Yeah,
it's a cool experience. I mean, it's nothing like watching on TV. You got to see it live.
No, it's so much better.
It's awesome. Yeah, the lights and music and
it's exciting.
All the other stuff that goes on that you don't see on TV.
Yeah, it's exciting year coming up. We got some new players. Got Klay Thompson, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, who's joining us with Luka back and Kyrie back. And
I like Kyrie too.
Yeah, and we got the big boys back. Got Gafford back. We got
who's that other one?
Lively. Derek Lively.
Lively. Well, the other one that they picked up last summer.
PJ Washington?
Is it Washington? 25 and 23 or something like that.
Yeah,
The dude-
Yeah.
PJ Washington.
PJ Washington.
Dallas boy, he's from Dallas, which is good,
Yeah.
and we got him back, and so it's been a good off season as far as that, and so excited. We actually, I mean, guys, it's here. Like we meet next month
Well,
and talk about we'll do a warm up game. There'll be last year we played the Pistons, and so there'll be that little game.
where are they from? Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, I was just throwing that out there because Pistons and Motor and Motor
Yeah,
City.
we did it.
Dang,
Yep.
I told you.
Nailed it. So that's we did that last year. So I don't know who they'll play as a warm up game this year, but we'll be part of that. And man, it's here. Like around Halloween, and it's basketball season for the NBA. So
I hate to get too far ahead. We're still football, but you're a pretty good basketball player. I mean, you point right, correct, or out.
center.
You shoot a lot of you put a lot of points on the board. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I watched, yeah.
Well,
I mean, you don't win no records getting down a court or nothing, but
No.
you get it in there. That's the
I'm the
main
last
thing.
guy.
there's the reason his favorite player is Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
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 Slow motion.
Yeah.
Smooth as fast, or slow as smooth, smooth as fast.
Which Coach Howard keeps encouraging me and telling me, hey, he's going to grow into his feet and he's going to be fast. He's going to be quick. And I said, okay, Coach, I trust you.
Yeah. You're still
And
junior high.
oh yeah. Well, he grew. You're 6 foot now, almost about 5'10".
He grew 2.5 feet last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've watched him a little bit.
it's going to be an exciting year, and he's a wide receiver, which again is pretty neat because he is slower, but he gets around.
Got
gets
good
where he
hands,
needs to
and
go.
you run over him. I mean, yeah.
So let's talk about some of the things we've been going through in your life.
Slow. Have you seen me run?
He actually broke his toe last summer.
Yeah.
Not this summer, last
And
summer.
it's still messed up, huh?
Well, what happened was he went to a basketball camp. So he broke his toe on a Saturday. He went to camp on a Sunday with a broke pinky toe. And he went through all that camp with a broke toe. And after that camp, he rested up, but his body somehow still his toe's fine.
Yeah.
But somehow his body still thinks that his toe's broken.
You need to get that out of your head, boy.
Well, that's where we've been going to. We've been going to Leverett.
Yeah.
And tell them a little bit about what Leverett's been doing for you. Just Joe Leverett, one of the best guys in the world.
Genius. He's
a genius.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
He's been doing this little pinball needle thing, and he's been putting it to like where my my bone like cracked over, and he's been rubbing on it, and he's just been rubbing on it with minimal pressure, and it feels awful, but it gets the job done, and I ain't complaining. So
Is it kind of like that scraping he does? But not as rough.
So what he's doing is he's sending signals to his brain, and this is just from what I'm trying to gather in my pea brain. He's making his brain understand and send signals that this toe's actually okay.
Yeah.
And he's going to, I guess, kind of going to these scarred areas.
Yeah, where the scar tissue's at.
Yeah, and making the signals go and so kind of working it out. And
Have you
it's
tried
been a process.
meditation? Have you tried meditating?
Mm-mm.
Yoga, meditating, anything? No.
If he stays still for more than 5 minutes, he's asleep.
Well, not just that, I'll like fall over. I'll just
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But
Well, we wanted to have you on.
If Joe can't fix it,
yeah.
nobody can.
If Joe can't fix it, you're not.
I mean, I got a
fixed.
hammer.
Well, we're going to take another break. We're going to close up here shortly, but we wanted to have Drew on talk about Thursday night and what's going to be happening, and he's excited about it. This is his first or his last first game in junior high, so that's fun.
Yep.
And so y'all come out, support these guys again Thursday at 5:00, playing the rivalry.
San Saba Possums.
San Saba Possums. But we're going to take a break, and we will be right back.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Goldthwaite Guys podcast. We are finishing up tonight. If you are listening and wondering when this was actually a Tuesday night, September 10th. It's a big night because there's a presidential debate going on right now.
Yeah, and tomorrow's a big day too. 3 years ago? 9/11?
That's right.
That'd be tomorrow, anniversary.
That's
Was
right.
that? Was it
9/11?
01, yeah, so 23 years ago.
23 years ago, wow.
Yep.
Where were you when the world stopped turning?
Dude, this is crazy because I seen the Twin Towers one time in my life.
Did you?
2 days prior to that, I used to haul goats from Texas to New Jersey every week to a slaughterhouse.
No kidding.
Well, I'd go across Interstate 76 out of Carlisle, I believe it's 76, over into Jersey, and I'd always take 295 up to I-80 at Delaware Water Gap and go over to Patterson, New Jersey, which is 30 miles from the city, I guess.
Wow.
Well, that day, 2 days before, there was a big wreck on 295. That no interstate shut down. So I thought, well, I'll just go on over to I-95 and go up, and see the statue in the city, the skyline. And that's when I seen the towers when it burned loaded. Well, it may have been 3 days before, but I know on 9/11, I was headed to California with cattle out of Georgetown.
Wow.
Arizona, out there on the.
Yeah.
It was right there on the. I can't remember the name. It was right there on the Arizona-California line on I-8 down there. Anyway. I pulled into Junction, truck stop down there in Jeans, and got fuel, and it was on TV.
No kidding.
But I remember,
Yeah.
and it was like they had on. I mean, it just happened. They hadn't failed yet. But
I was at a Whataburger in Tyler, Texas. I was working the graveyard shift at UPS.
Yeah.
2 years out of high school, going to college, but still, went to work graveyard shift.
Yeah.
And after work, we all went to Whataburger because that's the only place that actually served food instead of breakfast food.
Yep.
And literally watching it unfold that morning at a Whataburger.
Ain't that crazy? You can remember details. You probably remember exactly what you ordered.
I know exactly
probably what it even cost.
Number 5, the ultimate bacon, or that bacon cheeseburger they have there.
Yep.
And it's just so surreal in my mind of watching it. So
and that song, where were you? And then as the day the world started turning, it seemed like everything did just like.
Really did.
Wow.
And that's what, the older generation will tell you where they were when JFK was shot.
Yep.
Certain significant moments in history. And I know there's more, there's so many, removed now, but I mean, I don't know how many World War II vets are still left.
Yeah.
They're slowly fading away.
No, and you experienced, I don't know about you, I'm sure most people, like you experienced all your feelings at once, pissed off to sad to
violated. And just feel like you just
betrayed a little bit sometimes, because some of the you know what I mean.
Absolutely know what you mean. Yeah, there's so many emotions in that, and just like this last week, the school shooting in Georgia.
Yeah,
this little guy gets up there, and
as a son. Well, the dad got in trouble too, but I think he got in trouble because making the gun available.
He's facing just as many charges as the kid, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're both facing murder charges.
Was he involved in it, like orchestrating it, or did he just own the guns that the kids got a hold of?
He bought the gun for the kid.
He bought it for the kid. Did he know what was going on? You never know.
I don't want to.
Well, the only reason I'm asking because I haven't heard much about it.
Yeah, and I don't want to be the guy to give bad details.
Well, there you go.
So it's just terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the teachers, it was her birthday, and she brought a cake, and it's just
so there was
awful.
multiple people.
There's 2 teachers and 2 kids killed, and
one's too many, but yeah,
absolutely. 14-year-old kid that did it.
And that makes you, every time I go into church or go to school, I always think about, is there someone around here that somebody, what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because it just seems like that's where they're attacking.
Yeah, and we love this place called Goldthwaite. We love this this kind of almost bubble that we live in.
Well, and it's like I want everybody's kids to feel like if they're in a jam and they see me, they can come to me.
Sure.
And because I would fight for your kids,
absolutely,
just like I would my own, your wife, your kids, anything. That's,
sure. And
that's what we're here for.
That's what living in Goldthwaite is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we don't need to have our head in the sand.
No.
We gotta. I mean,
times are changing, and lots of things going on out there. That's that's something else I think about too, is messing with people's minds. I mean, the stress and everything going on, and it's just bad times.
Yeah. So that's tomorrow, the 9/11, and then again the presidential debate is today, tonight, and
between Kamala and Trump.
Do you call her Kamala or Kamala?
You don't know what I'll call her.
Careful.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's them two debating what time.
I think it's right now.
Well, we need to watch that too. Yeah.
But yeah, that's going on. If you want to connect with the show, and we want you to, how would you do that, Travis?
GWaiteGuys@yahoo.com.
GWaite Guys.
Or Goldthwaite Guys.
Facebook page.
Facebook. I just tried to look for it. I didn't find it. But
Yeah.
I haven't been on it in a while.
Goldthwaite Guys Facebook page. You can reach out to us. If you want to watch the show, go to YouTube.
We'll post it. You'll probably have it up tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to have it up before Thursday for sure.
Well, yeah. If you don't,
wasted their time here, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. So
I'll have it. I'll have it up tonight. And then again, if you just want to listen to the show driving down the road, if you don't want to really look at me and Travis, and I don't blame you.
I mean, you can crop him.
You can just listen to the show on Spotify.
Them alternative egos.
Arnold egos.
Arnold
egos
is
what you call it.
But Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah, that's how you can listen.
Yep.
And again, spread the word out. Coach, if you want to talk about kind of set up what's going on in this football season, Coach Howard did an amazing job last podcast. That was on the 23rd. Y'all go back and listen to that. It's archived on YouTube, or it's probably on the Goldthwaite Guys Facebook page. You just go back and track it down. Go listen to kind of, he sets the table on what to expect this year in Goldthwaite football.
And we need to get back on here sometime for
just
where we're at.
Talk about midseason stuff, because it's or mid, in the middle of the season. Yeah. We're going to also try to get Tybo Tyson on here. He's the voice of the Goldthwaite, as well as Mr. Ginch.
Who?
And, Brian Ginch.
Okay.
He is the other commentator.
Okay.
With Tybo, does an amazing job. Those guys did really well. But, so that's what's going on. Let's just kind of give you, again, a layout of the week tomorrow, which will be a Wednesday, September 11th. Goldthwaite Cross Country will be in Goldthwaite at the golf course, at the Goldthwaite Municipal Golf Course at 2:00. And they'll go out there and support those guys. Go rent you a golf cart if you need to. It's kind of back there in the back where the old clubhouse used to be, for you guys that know where that is. And they'll run at 2:00.
And what is it?
The cross country.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And that'll be a big event. And then Thursday, you got the middle school, 7th, 8th, and then the high school JV, and that'll be the Battle of the River on Thursday.
Hey, we need to give a shout out to the principal, Miss Jernigan. Yeah, she's healing. Yeah.
Yeah, what a
she
amazing.
tripped over a popsicle stick or something. Or Brian said she tripped over here. I was picking on her.
Darn it.
Yeah.
But
I think she's home.
You're making light of it, but it is a terrible situation.
Yeah, it's a bad deal.
Yeah, she
broke her leg, or broke her hip.
Broke her hip to the point she's going to have hip replacement. Yeah. And she's way too young for that.
I didn't mean to make light of that.
No, she's a wonderful person.
Oh, yeah.
She's been here while we did the podcast with her with her daughter, Lainey J.
That was a fun one too.
Yeah, it was a blast. But she's such a sweetheart. One of the best human beings I think I've ever met.
Oh yeah.
And praying for her and her healing, and pray for a quick recovery, and get all that stuff. Yeah, that's just amazing that happened. But there's some other things going on in Goldthwaite coming up. Fields of Faith is October 22nd.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big one. We do it at the football field, and
I've never been.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Never have.
I have, because I get to play music there. So we've been playing music there for the last, I won't say 4 years. This may be year 5 for us.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's a blast. We had a good time. We actually played at a youth rally last weekend in Carlton, Texas.
Carrollton.
Is it Carrollton?
Carlton, up by Dallas. Yeah.
No.
Carlton.
Over there by Heiko.
Yeah, that's Carlton.
Carlton, yeah.
Yeah.
Between there and Hamilton. So it was a good time. We had a good time with them. So a lot going on this school year, this time of year. Travis, you got anything else, man?
Nope, just get out and support all the youth. And if you can't go, tune in to the radio. I think it's on 96.9 last week.
The Breeze, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And it'll be there again this time.
Yeah.
But it is 20 minutes, guys. It's the Battle of the River.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. Let's go out there. I would love for us to have more fans than them.
And we have been here. I think, it's always been a big, I think it's, but let's get more.
Yeah. How many fans are enough?
You'll enjoy it. It'll be fun.
More. That's right.
Yep.
Guys, we're going to sign off tonight. We thank you guys so much for listening to us and keep growing the show. We love doing this. It's it's been good for us. It's been good for you. I know you tell me all the time. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it gets me out of the house. Too.
Yeah. And it gets us involved in our community and how we can support and come alongside. So
it's fun, and feel free to get feedback or topics or something. I mean, if you whatever just throw something at us. Ask us questions, and we'll make fun of each other or
whatever.
Make fun of ourselves. I mean, you know, it's here for fun. Here for fun in the community.
Absolutely. Well, again,
and go to church. People get out. I mean, that's coming from me. That's. Yeah. Our numbers have been up on Sundays.
Yeah,
I mean, to just jump around here, but it's and sit up towards the front.
You pay attention.
We sit at the back, and I done the communion here a while back, and sit up at the front, and you'd be surprised what you can hear. The people, the people singing back there. Yeah.
No, it's wonderful.
It does you good. It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
We're blessed to have so many great churches in our community. You can go be part of one. It'd be great.
If you don't like this one, go to the next. I mean, there ain't never a perfect one, but there's gonna be one to your liking.
There's not the bad one. I know that.
Well, yeah, there's worse places you could be.
Amen. All right, guys. Thank you again for listening, and we will see you again soon.
Peace and elbow grease.